Oh, I'm actually amazed that saved. Hello. Hello, one, come all. Welcome in. Welcome into this early morning stream. It is 7:40 a.m. on this August 19th, 2025. It is super early. I am normally asleep at this time, but I'm up. I'm up to give y'all a live react to the Kirby Air Riders Direct. And normally I don't give like normally I wouldn't give a game direct this kind of treatment. Like I normally wouldn't be streaming if this was for a game direct, because normally those don't really have the kind of gravitas that merits a uh words a live reaction to it normally. Um, but something about this particular one caught my eye because they said it was 45 minutes. Why does the Kirby Air Riders Direct need to be 45 minutes when Donkey Kong Bonanzas didn't even break 20? Like, I ask you, humble chat on both Twitch and YouTube, dual stream today. I ask you both, why? Why? One, why do they keep giving us directs at 8 in the goddamn morning? Why? No one is up at 8 in the morning. I take that back. The only people who are up at 8 in the morning are people who are getting ready to go to their 9 to 5. They don't have time to sit down and watch a direct. Why? Why do you keep dropping these directs at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Central, 7 p.m., no, 7 a.m. Mountain, 6 a.m. Pacific? Why? Why do you drop these at the damn crack of dawn? We don't need this. We don't. Like, this could have easily been saved for later. And it makes no sense to do it later. Well, I mean, I guess they do it at the same time as Japan, but like still you couldn't find a better hour? Like would it kill you to just push it up to like 9 a.m. Pacific, noon like noon would be better. You know, like decidedly better cuz at least you know everybody's awake. You know, like yeah, but like again, but I digress. Um why does the Kirby Air Direct need to be 45 minutes? I get this is Sakurai's baby. I get it. I get this is Sakurai's baby, but at the same time, when you consider the original Air Ride only took like less than a year to make, and it was literally like done to like a spin a profit, I guess. But like it was done in less than a year. Now I'm not saying Kirby Air Riders didn't took less than a year. No, I'm certain Sakurai poured his entire heart and soul into it, which I guess would you know mitigate or clarify why this would be 45 minutes. But to me, like the Kirby Air Riders doesn't do anything. It's not that crazy of a game. Like don't get me wrong, it's a great game, and I enjoyed Air Ride on the GameCube. I enjoyed it. But when you get right down to it, if you look at all the stuff Kirby Air Ride had that already made the game great, there isn't much you can add to the formula. I mean, you can modify the formula, but the formula itself is already kind of good, right? You got your time, you got your race mode, right? Your regular mode, right? Uh, just race around the track as you do normal. Um, then you have top ride, which is just a top down race. Which honestly, I would love to see if they actually make it so that we don't just have two vehicles in that mode. Because man, that was rough. I mean, don't get me wrong. Top Ride was kind of humorous in and of itself, but it was a gimmick that I feel like if they bring it back, I don't know what they can do to improve on it. Right, and then, but I feel like everyone only gives a fuck about one thing in Kirby Air Ride, and it's goddamn City Trial. We only want City Trial, god damn it. That's all we want is city trial. So multiplayer online city trial has got to be the move. But even then, you don't need 45 minutes for that shit. Like, I'm pretty sure you can easily, like, fit that in 20 minutes. Like, you don't, I don't know why you would need a 45-minute direct for multiplayer city trial. So I'm trying to figure, so the only way I'm trying to figure this out in my head. The only way that I can see the reason for this to be a 45-minute direct is if Kirby Air Riders takes the city trial and makes that a goddamn hub world, right? Like the city trial is the game. Like I don't know how to explain that better. Think of it like, okay, let's GTA the fuck out of Kirby Air Riders. Let's GTA the fuck out of Kirby Air Ride. Boom, Kirby Air Riders, right? So like it's gonna be this whole massive map that you can freely explore, and then like you can either they trigger it, like you speak to like an NPC to trigger the city trial mode, or city trials happen at specific points during the day, like maybe like once an hour or some shit. Which honestly I think would be kind of interesting, albeit a little annoying, because again it's time limited, so it's like you kind of defeat the purpose of that, right? But like I'm just trying to visualize in my head why what would need to be in here that would merit this being 45 minutes, because you have your regular race mode that's like 5 minutes, right? Top ride maybe another 10. Maybe if they're adding some new stuff to top ride, maybe to actually make it viable. Well, not viable, but to make it you know more, because I feel like top ride, no one talks about top ride. Everyone talks about either the main race mode or city trial is the main dominating factor of the conversation. Top ride never gets any love, so if they're keeping top ride, I would imagine they're adding something to it. So I'll give you like 10 minutes there. So you're telling me we're going to spend about a half an hour talking about city trial. Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me we're spending about a half an hour on city trial? Like, there's got to be more to this, I'm struggling to figure out what exactly that is. Why are my hands going insane? So I'm just trying to figure out what um I'm just trying to figure out what the logic is. What's our time distribution here, and overall, why does this need to be over? Why does this need to be 45 minutes? Right? Like I'm trying to figure out what the logic here is. Like, and don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not nitpicking for the sake of being negative, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy whatever comes out of this direct. But like, I'm just trying to figure out why so much time when literally your current big console mover, Donkey Kong Bonanza, didn't get this amount of love. Right? I'm fairly certain 20 to 30 minutes, I think, was the tops. Like, you didn't need a lot to explain Donkey Kong Bonanza, right? So, what are we doing here? Like, what is the motivating factor here? What's the big selling point of Kirby Air Riders that, like, yeah, we need more time. We need almost an hour because we need to make sure that people understand how much of a big deal this is. You know? Like, I don't I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like you're throwing all this at us. You're giving us these long ass times, and for what? Like, again, what do we need 45 minutes for? If you can't if you can't give me the concept and the selling point in under 20, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? You know? Excuse me. Just had a cup of coffee, or I had a hazelnut latte, is what it was called. Not a fan. I only bought it because it was on discount, because I guess they weren't selling them. And it's an iced coffee, and I like iced coffee. But yeah. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, but trying to think about it, like, what new could you be adding that what new could you be adding that adds, that like we need 45 minutes for? Like, what all is in this? You know? Like, I can't really think of what it could be, right? Because again, I don't have really high expectations. As far as we know, like I would assume they're going to showcase some new vehicles, right? And Lord knows we need them because God, I know within the past few years, a competitive scene built up around Kirby Air Ride for the GameCube, and a lot of things were banned from that game. Like, looking at the competitive lists and shit, I'm like, why'd y'all ruin Air Ride like that? Like, I feel like competitive people who play games competitively just don't like to have fun. They like to remove all the fun. I'm convinced of this, and I've been convinced of this since competitive Smash entered my periph. I'm just convinced competitive people play games to not have fun. They're literally there to make it harder on themselves and to torment themselves. So when I hear that y'all took the time to make a tier list for Kirby Air Ride of all things, just fills me with concern. And and it concerns me that yeah, they're gonna do this again with this. So I have my concerns, but overall, you know, I got some pretty good expectations of what's to come here. Um, Let me actually get this on screen. So yeah, we got it ready to go. We're just waiting on it to go live. Um, but yeah, let me just resize this just a little bit because I had to do some shit. All right, yeah, there we go, full screen. All right, so what's my expectations with this? None, actually. I don't have any real expectations from this. I just want it to be like, because here's the thing. I'm very much an advocate of if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Kirby Air Riders ain't broke. Kirby Air Ride ain't broke. You just needed to update the game for a new age. That's my thoughts on it. All you need to do is give us something for the new era. Give us something for the Switch 2 era of just update. You don't even need to do much. Just update the visuals. Give us a few more playable vehicles and characters in there. But like, just give us what we had before. Give us city trial. Allow us to play online, right? And then just have your regular race mode, and yeah, and you call it a day. Call it a day. You don't really need to. You can even leave Top Ride out. Like, nobody gives a fuck about Top Ride, but you can leave in City Trial and Race and online multiplayer. Bob's your uncle. Go, right? We don't really need anything else. Like, keep it simple, stupid. Just keep it simple. Just give us goatedness. Give us greatness, because greatness already exists. Just update it for the newer generation. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't need to friggin' add the bells and whistles that you think you need to add to it. Just give us cinema. Just give us greatness. That's all we need. That is all we need. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't gotta overcomplicate it. Give us greatness. That's it. Give us what we already know with a fresh coat of paint. Because guess what? Sometimes you don't need to add all the bells and whistles. You don't need to, you don't need to freaking, overcomplicate things. You don't need to, like, make things more difficult than they need to be. The game already works. Just update it for the new age. That's it. That's all you got to do. Ain't got to do nothing crazy. Ain't got to go crazy with it. Because we know the original already worked. That's why everybody has so much nostalgia for it. So you don't got to fucking reinvent the wheel here. Just keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. Just gotta Give us the game modes that we want. Add online functionality, a nice coat of paint, some new vehicles, some new characters. Bob's your uncle. That's it. That's all you got to do. And I feel like from there, the fans will gravitate. Because at the end of the day, this is a nostalgia play, right? We're playing Kirby Air Riders because we love Kirby Air Ride, but you don't have to radically change the formula, right? Because again, we came here for a specific reason, and that's freaking Kirby Air Ride. So, yeah, that's what we're here for, man. We're here for the ride, which I am actually excited for. I actually want to see what they do because God, I remember that there were so many vehicles in that game, even legendary ones, and yet the one that and yet even the ones that you think would be OP, like the Hydra and the Dragoon, nah, just throw freaking top speed on my wheelie scooter and glide, and that some bitch will somehow make it 5 digits in feet in distance. Because the wheelie scooter was the weirdestly broken OP vehicle in that game. Don't ask me why, but the wheelie scooter could launch itself off jumps, and you get better speed from launching off the ramp. And then you statted the fuck out of it, and that thing could fly. And that was the joy of City Trial, because if you knew where to find the power ups you needed, and you found the wheelie scooter, you win everything. That thing was bizarrely OP. And I remember just trouncing the AI with that son of a bitch. And God, that AI was fucking broken. Not the AI, that fucking scooter was so fucking broken. On the opposite side of the spectrum, whoever played with the Bulk Star, why was that ever introduced? The Bulk Star is so shit. You couldn't stat that thing to save it. It was so bad. That's the only tier list thing that I actually agree with. The Bulk Star is literally I don't want to say banned, but it's set in a tier where it just states why would you play as this, and I'm like I agree with that because the Bulk Star was so bad, so badly specced. But yeah, but the wheelie scooter was super OP. I hope they don't nerf it. I want them to make sure that if you play through City Trial, you can still do the same broken shit you could do in Air Ride. That's my biggest thing. I want the wheelie scooter to still be broken if it's still in. I hope it's still in. I think I like the wheelie family, the regular wheelie, the wheelie scooter, and the monster wheelie, but man, that wheelie scooter was broken if you spec'd it right. I would always go for the monster wheelie though. I like the monster wheelie, but the wheelie scooter again, if you knew how to spec it and the right event played at the time, if you got an event that all the boxes dropped the same spec, like glide or top speed, oh, your wheelie scooter was set for life, man. Your wheelie scooter was set for life. You were set for that challenge, and you were able to go in, right? But yeah, I'm hoping maybe we'll see some variant wheelie versions, some different wheelies. I'd like to see some different wheelies. I'm a sucker for wheelies since the Wheelie Rider and Kirby Superstar. Always been a sucker for that power up. Love Wheelie Rider. Love Wheelie. He's so awesome. He's just a one-eyed wheel, but he does what he does best, man. He goes fast. He goes fast. He do be going fast. He do be going fast. Although I think yeah. I do think I hope we get more legendary vehicles, like the ones you have to get parts for. Because I feel like that was not really explored, right? And the Hydra could be like a battle beast when you wanted it to be. But yeah, I'm hoping we get maybe some more legendary vehicles too. That would be great. That would be amazing. Okay, should be starting now. We're at 8 o'clock. We should be going it's already there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Woo! We out of lyrics. Boom. Hit me. The GOAT! Woo! Sakurai Sensei! Sakurai-san. Arigatou gozaimasu. It's been 20 years. It's been 20 years. Ah, wheelie. Okay. So I didn't realize they were gonna froze it like one of his old like Smash videos. You motherfucker. You fucks! Yes, everyone's playing Meta Knight. Everyone is playing Meta Knight. Look at him float. King DDD. Okay, so he drifting. DDD be drifting. He rides on everything and uses his sword. Remember you had to unlock him in free roam? And you could only use him in free roam? Mr. Bandana D, how you doing? Mr. Bandana D. Very nice. Okay, that's a pull. Kawasaki! Fucking Kawasaki. I wasn't expecting that. Yes, he got. Ooh, wheelie scooter! Wheelie scooter! Wheelie scooter mentioned. How we got here? Let us know. You might be wondering why I ended up creating a new Kirby Air Ride game. Strong request from Mr. Takahashi, lead of software development, and Mr. Mitsuhara. Really? That's interesting. Smash mention, let's go! Oh, he did mention that. He did. Band? Okay. Okay, Bandai, we looking. Okay, okay, Namco Bandai. Nandai Bamco? Goddamn. Alright, what do we got? Overview. Let's do this. What do we got? So base Takahashi, hello? You might be asking if it's basically Mario Kart. Okay, so it is basically like Mario Kart. So then why are we putting... When I received the request, I asked them if they still wanted to do it. Okay. The appeal of the game is actually... Oh, yeah, he knows. He knows. He knows. He knows. He knows the appeal is not just the racing.
3, 2, 1.
Go! Oh my god, it's beautiful. The classic courses. Let's go. Oh, it's some new shit. The rails, baby. It's really been made. I'll go into more details. How to ride. Oh, that's funky. Glide Star, Wagon Star, Wheelie! Rider. Kamen Rider. Beep. Okay, that's a basic graphic. There's gonna be Mario Kart World crossover DLC, isn't there? You just turn left and right. That's it, you ain't gotta accelerate.
操作はワンボタン。プッシュを使って制御します。
Boost the charge.
ボタンを押すとマシンが
When you press the button, the machine hits the ground. You start a boost
同時
charge.
にボタンを押しっぱなしでチャージを行います。
Charge it up. Yep.
ただ、
The true
まっすぐ
formula.
走ってる時にボタンを押してもあまり意味なし。きつめのコー
I
ナー
like the click.
スティックを真横に倒しながらボタンを押すことでザザッと血を滑りドリフトします。
完全ドリフト。
そしてチャージを貯め続けカーブの出口で一気に解放。
Oh, I love that. That brings me back. Oh my god.
これが基本。念押ししますが、まっすぐ走っているときはボタンもスティック前入力も不要です。基本は左右とカーブでボタン。そして多くのマシンは
They be gliding.
ことができます。
Ah, yes. Good old
決められ
glide.
た飛行エリアがあるのではなく、ジャンプ台を踏み切ればグライダーのように宙に舞います。スティックを手前に引く、つまり下に入力すると機種を上げて上に浮かびます。
God, the music is bringing me back. It's the menu music.
ジャンプ台でいきなり落ちてしまうので
Ouch.
着地は華麗に地面に平行に合わせてください。ナイス着地で
Does he do tricks? Can we do tricks now? That'd be nice if we
ハ
could.
ンドルを切るにも飛
I
行
feel-
するにも
Damn, I should have mentioned that. Like, it would have been nice if we could do tricks on top of gliding. Special.
そして前作はプッシュを使
In
わ
the
ず
previous game, you used a single button for everything.
今回は残念
We've
なが
added
ら
a second
もう
button,
一つ追加して
unfortunately.
しまいました。その方が遊びの幅が広がるので
Unfortunately, he says.
マシンを落ち着けるプッシュボタンに対
In
して
contrast-
スペシャルボタンと言います。
The special button.
チャージゲージの近くにスペシャルゲージがあり
Oh,
ます。
okay. We've added something new
これが
here.
溜まった時にボタンを押すと
Special.
スペシャル技が発動します。
Ooh, fancy.
各ライダーごとに個性があってより速く進めるものもあれば
Okay, I love DDD using his jet hammer. I love he uses the jet hammer. Correction. Ultra Sodo. Jet Hammer. Nightwing. Spear Cyclone. Super spicy cooking. Okay, that one doesn't roll off as well. Booster cap. You play as the mushroom dudes? Bun. Oh, snowball. Okay, so the different colored Kirby's have different powers. That's cool.
カービィだけは4つのスペシャルがあり、
And the yellow one gets
色を選ぶことで
crash.
使い分けられます。まあ主役ですからね。そしてしれっとキャピーが交じり
Cappy. Oh god, they're doing smash reveals.
エアライダー。あとスペシャルボタンにはもう一つ重要な
Has another
機能がある
important
のです
function,
が
tricks.
それ
It
は
does tricks.
後ほど
I'm going to predict it's to do tricks. I'm going to predict.
今お話ししたことを含め各種走行テクニックは教習所で学ぶことができます。
Tutorial.
ゲームする前にチャレンジしてみると良いですね。全部のチェックを埋めたらこのゲームのテクニックは万全になって
Do you unlock something for that? Machines.
そしてマシンの
Come on, show me new
様々です
machines. Machine correction. Warp Star. Of course, the OG, baby. Wing Star. Classic. I think this was the one I gravitated to the most when I first started playing Air Ride. Wagon Star. I never used this. I never saw the point. You can't charge it, but it made no point. Wheelie Baiku. Love it. The wheelie bike is like my weakness. I love this thing. Shadow Star. This was the God. I loved this one. I don't know. I was so edgy back. Ooh, new. Paper Star. It's an origami thing.
速いとか 小回りが利くといった基本性能だけではなく仕様が変わ
Like
ります。
speed or how well the machine, the behavior also changed. Oh, they brought back the shit. They brought back the shit. Who uses this? No one uses this. Oh, this thing. Oh god. This thing, God, this thing fried my muscle memory. I could never drive it.
前回は大きく分けてスタータイプとバイクタイプという2種がありましたが、新たなタイプが登場します。
Car type maybe? Chariot.
二輪走行で安定して走れます。ついでに言うと
Ben-Ur, maybe? That looks pretty sweet. Take Star.
プッシュしても速度を止めずに直進します。
Oh my god, look at that.
方向にチャージダッシュ。
Okay, that's cool. I like that. I like the Tank Star.
なぜかキャラ立ちがあるマシンたち。これが一つの魅力になっています。
Okay, Meta Knight on a chariot looks so goated.
と
That
ころ
looks
で
so
マシ
good.
ンはルールによっては壊れかけることがあります。実はこの時少しスピードアップしています。
Okay, so the low damage equals high speed returns? Or high damage equals high speed.
前作ではメタナイトとデデデがかろうじて参加していましたが、マシンを自由に選べませんでした。今回は自由に乗せ替えることができてよかったね。
This is cool. I love this.
ライダーは他にもいます。
More riders, let's go. Magalore, you motherfucker! Maga fucking lore. Magalore! Wow, that's a deep cut. Gooey! That's a deep cut. No one ever talks about fucking Kirby Dream Land 3. What'll do? That'll do. That'll do. Knuckle Joe acknowledgement. Let's go, Knuckle Joe. He be throwing hands, man. He be throwing hands. Susie. Oh God. I've seen. Okay. Okay then. I wasn't expecting that one.
ライダーは軽さや大きさでマシンの性能に影響を与えます。
Stats.
同じワゴンスターでもカービィが乗ると小さくなり、デデデが乗ると大きくなります。
Okay, a little size acknowledgement there.
しまう不思議さ。イメージ通りカービィ
Because remember, like I think they acknowledged it in King Dedede in Air Ride that he had to have his own like custom size wheelie because how huge he is. Like that was a lore point.
性能が変わるだけではありません。例えばデデデやメタナイトは近接攻撃ができます。
The fucking hammer, my guy.
敵に使えるだけで自動打撃。
Oh, I'm so picking this game up, dude.
打撃に少し耐えます。マシンも特徴深いですから、それに合うライダーを探せる。
The chariot, I think, is gonna become my shit, man. I like the chariot.
コースやルールでも相性が生きると思います。だからエアライドではコースを選んでからマシンライダーを
Air Ride mode.
しかしライダーが選べるとなると気になること。コピー能力はカービィしか使えないのでは？
Yep, Kirby is the only one.
カービィシリーズですから敵キャラクターから様々なコピー能力を奪います。
I can't think of it. Wait.
カービィの戦隊
No, Gooey couldn't do it. Gooey
他
couldn't
の
do
ライ
it.
ダーに対して有利というか楽しさに差が出すぎますよね。そこで
Huh?
いろんなライダーがコピー能力
Wait, okay. How do you explain that? How?
すべてのライダーにコピー防止。
Okay, that's kind of cursed. I don't know why. That's kind of cursed. Explain yourself. How does it work? He's on fire. Okay, Gooey with the sword is hilarious. Bomb. More wheels. Okay, that's funny. So how do you explain how they get the copy ability? You didn't explain that shit. You just say they have them. Steel ball. What the fuck? Strike.
ちなみにプラズマ能力はスティックをガチャガチャする必要がなくなりました。 自動でパワーがたまります。
Okay, that kind of
プッシュで
well.
発射。
No, actually, I think it's an improvement.
コピー能力は
Because I remember it was obnoxious. You had to like wiggle the stick and then like still try to steer. I remember it being
コピー
obnoxious.
を持つ敵キャラを捉えるには目の前でプッシュ、
Click.
つまりポンとボタンを押す。
Bullshit, na.
カービィは吸い込みですが、他のライダーではキャプチャーという技で
Oh, okay. So they okay. Thanks for
川
explaining.
崎やオタまで捉えるなど知らない人もいます。
That's fucking funny. That's
コピー
fucking
能力
great.
を持っていない相手を捉えたら星型弾にして打ち出します。なおコースを徘徊する敵キャラを倒すと砕けた星を得て加速します。
Yep.
敵を倒した方がいい。
Just how you remember the formula.
キャプチャーに
Kill
よる
enemies
星
to
型弾
get
は
speed.
コピー能力などを駆使してガンガン倒すと良いでしょう。ルールによってはライダ
Ooh,
ー
high
単
jump
体
man.
で歩くこともあります。ここでしれっと新キャラを出しましたが
High jump.
スターマン
Starman.
です。キノコのキャピーも含めてもともと雑魚的だけれどライダーはメジャーなキャラクターばかりではありません。個性重視
There's Mario Kart World shenanigans afoot.
これを機にスターマンの可愛さに気づいてくれる人が増えたらいいな
How does he see?
と。
Tool! He did the fucking Kamen Rider shit, you bitch.
とりあえず先にエアライド、つまりレースモードについて説明しておきましょう。
Alright, air ride.
個性あ
The
ふれ
main
る
mode.
マシンとライダーでゴールを競うものですね。最大参加人数は6人です。
6 riders.
技術的にはもっと増やすことは可能なのですが、適切に1位を競うのはこのぐらいがバランス良いと思うので絞っていきます。
You know what? I think this would be a great contrast to Mario Kart 32. I think it's a good
勝
contrast.
ち抜く可能性も低くなったりしますから。とりあえずこれから1周だけに絞って遊んでみます。人のプレイでは画面用意するかもしれませんから、
Moving away from the screen. Ah, move back, move back.
おすすめです。
No, we're not doing that.
海のコース、ダグウォーターを選んでみましょう。キャラモノのレースの海コースって青い海、白い砂浜、
I love like describing like game
外から
design
リゾ
shit
ート風
here.
味になりがちですが、このカービィのエアライダーはそんなに甘くはないです。
Kirby Air Raiders is not that calm. What are you talking about? You.
海の面行ってみます。海が一
Go!
番割れてますけどね。わーすごい。
What are you doing?
撮ってんだろう。
Why did he do that? He wasn't even charging
今
up.
走った双方奇跡にはスタースリップ
Oh
が
shit.
つきまして、つま
The
り
waves, it's Sonic Riders!
それを捉えることでスピードアップすることができます。
Plasma! Okay, that is definitely a Sonic Riders
ライバ
call.
ルを攻撃するとその分スピードアップすることができます。攻撃によって相手の足を引っ張るというのではなくて、
Wait, do you only get to use that for one
攻
charge?
撃によって自身を
Or is it limited?
そういう遊びなんですね。今カッター能力とかで徐々にスピードアップしてますけど、
Like, that'd be weird. Oh no, wait, power-ups were always limited, weren't they?
ドリフトで抜けて、
Yeah, I think they were always limited. God, it's been a minute.
そして大渦、そしてもう水の
This shit is insanity.
生きた水というコンセプトで、このコースは作っていますけど、コピーもう一個取ってみて。お、ホイールだ。
And we're zooming.
スペシャル。
Special! Psycho! You missed everybody.
まま巻いてっちゃおう。
Okay, this level rules.
はい、フィニッシ
Da 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 da.
ュ。
Ah,
これは
God, the
気持ちのいいやつですね
nostalgia.
気持ちのいいゲームですね。
I love it. I love it so
という
much.
ふうに攻撃行動はいろいろあるけれど、それによってスピ
Dun
ードアップをしていくという遊びが見て取れたのではないかと思います。あと、
Dun
ダイナミック
dun
です
dun
ね。
dun
音
dun
楽も含め
dun.
てコースは密度高くよく作られていると思います。
Yeah, I'd say it's designed
同
pretty
じような
well.
ところがあまりなく、くるくる展開が変わります。
Just one lap though. Air ride courses. Let's go. Floria Fields, the OG. The OG, baby. It's a level everyone remembers. Cavernous corners. Is that big lump of earth over there? Got like F-Zero level has it. Siberian Highway. Why? No, I'm assuming this is a Robobot thing. I'm assuming. I don't remember the last time Kirby went into cyberspace. I like the music. It's exciting yet soothing. Like there's a vibe to it. Fucking Knuckle Joe, man. Is Bugsy gonna be in it? I would mark if Bugsy was in it.
まずはスタースリップ。マシンは星をまき散らかしながら走りますが、その星を
ye old drift.
つまり後続有利。ライバルが走った軌跡を
Ye old slipstream.
そしてライバルや敵キャラへの攻撃。
You get up close and then yeah. So if you are playing DDD, Bandana D, or King DDD like or Meta Knight, you're just slipstream and then whack him in the head. That's all you do. That's the thing.
後ろにつくことにより、また攻撃により自身をスピードアップさせて競う遊びです。
Just speeding around, man.
なおゴールした後、オンラインでフレンドではない誰かと遊んでる時にはフィニッシュ後さっさと次のセッションを
Okay, online discussion.
他の人のゴールを待っている必要はないのですね。次々と遊んでください。
Just online. There you go. Machine correction. This thing. Yeah, it was decent. You know, it was decent, but the handling was bad. Oh, you brought this shit back. This thing was like, again, another one of those things you don't know why they're in there. The Rocket Star Classic. Just Rex Wheelie, let's go! Love me Rex Wheelie. It's the scooter back. The Battle Chariot. Oh my god, that's some Twisted Metal shit. That is some Twisted Metal shit.
ゲーム速度をスローにする項目があります。これは初心者の方にうってつけ。今作は前作より平均巡航速度が少し上がっていますから、ゲームスピードが速いと思ったらお試しください。
So you can manually change the speed. Come on. Okay, this shit's insanity. Boom. Aww. You don't want to do that. There it is. That's what we're here for, baby. City Trial, let's go. Yes. Yes. Yes.
今回も箱庭空間であることは変わらないのですが
Sandbox it. Show us the map.
今回はなんと
It's an island.
空に浮かぶ島が舞台です。
It's a floating island.
その名もスカイア。
Skya.
フィールドはありません。人によっては
It's the only City Trial map. That's a little depressing.
スカイアは限られた箱庭空間ですが、様々な場所があります。
I would love that they bring back the old map for a run. I would love that. Skya highlights. Urban District. Okay. This is looking great. I was kind of hoping to be like they bring back the old map, but they said this is the only map, and I'm like, aw. Yes, underground caves. Okay, so they're actually going for verticality here. They're going for verticality. The Colosseum. Oh god, that battle chariot looks amazing. Let us know.
このスカイアを舞台に自由に走り回り、マシンを見つけて乗り換え、あちこちに落ちている。
Wait, you can't get off it anymore? You have to run into it?
5分間。
Time limit is 5 minutes.
するとその
I know that voice.
尖ったマシンと様々な特性のスタジアム一つで決着をつけます。
Ah, target flight. I love that.
簡単に言うとこんなゲームですが、まずは対戦
First, a note about multiplayer. Oh boy.
前作は画面分割で4人プレイま
In
で
the previous game, up to 4 could play in split
最大
screen.
で
Oh god.
16人参加できるように
Oh
なりました
lord. Oh lord.
もちろんオンライ
That
ン
map
対応
is too
ですし
small for this.
仲間とスイッチ2を持ち寄っても楽しめます。なおローカル通信の場合はプレイヤーは8人まで
8 players.
ピート含めて16人にはできます。
Online though.
増えた分フィールドは
Online though. What about
広がり
online?
になっています
You said local wireless. What about online?
同時対戦できる人は増えましたが一人で遊んでも面白いので
But what about online
CPU
though?
を好きな数だけ入れて延々と試すのも良いと思います。
Skya.
与えられた5分で戦うスカイ
Did
ア
he
の
say
遊び
something
について
about online? I think I
ゲー
missed
ム
it.
の流れとともに少し説明しておきます。まずライダーを1人選びます。マシンは最初ライトスターという小さいマシン固定で選べません。
Compact Star.
ライトスターは扱いやすいけど弱い。ゲームスタートしたらなるべく早くマシンを見つけて乗り換えてしまいます。
Okay, you have to run into it. You don't jump off
誰
your
も乗
your
っていない
vehicle
マシン
anymore.
を空車と言います。ここで大事なこと。ボタンが一つ増えたという話をしました。
Okay, special.
空車に向けてスペシャルボタンを押すとマシンを降りずして直接乗り換えられます。
Without fully dismounting. Okay.
ライトスターと自身のマシンが壊れかけている場合に限り空車にただぶつかるだけでも乗り換えら
Yeah,
れま
that's
す。
not bad. That's not bad.
前作はいちいち降りる必要があったので進歩したもんですね。
But I thought getting off of the vehicle was more
スペシャ
fun.
ルボタン長押しでできます。
Okay, so you can still dismount. Okay.
また相手の壊れかけマシンを奪うこともできます。
Oh, that is
パ
beautiful.
ワーアップを行います。
Just kick a motherfucker. You GTA'd that fucker.
加速、最高速、
Boost, top speed. Yep. All the classics.
攻撃力、防御力など自身を有利にするものが落ちています。コンテナがあったらクイックスピンなどで壊しましょう。クイックスピンはいわゆるレバガチャ、スティックをガチャ
I
にするこ
love
とで
this so
発動しま
much.
す。
I love this so much.
攻撃アイテムでライバルを攻撃し、パワーアップを落とさせて奪うこともできます。
This fucking rules. Oh!
もしもマシンが壊れたらライダー単体で歩いたりジャンプすることができます。さっさと空車を見つけて乗り換えていきましょう。
What if you can't find one by the time
様々な
limit?
箇所でマシンを乗り換えパワーアップを取って強化していきます。フィールドでは様々なイベントが起こります。
Oh, yeah. Gotta love the events.
稼いだりとまちまち。その中で特に特徴的な
Ooh, new
イベントを
events. Okay,
紹介
go.
し
All
ます
right, hit me with it. Hit me with it.
ショートレースとデスマッチ
Dust Up Derby.
それらのイベントが始まるとフィールドのどこかにスタートエリアが生じます。まずはそこに急いでください。
Okay.
もちろん参加しないのも手です。早く入るとスタートまでの待ち時間にパワーをもらい続けられます。
Wait, what?
ショートレースの場合スタート地点に入った人でフィールドの一部を区切った街中レースが始まります。
Oh, wait, okay. Are you not able to cross those areas when the race is going on?
ゴースト化しており干渉できません。
Oh, okay.
レースが終わ
Okay,
った
he
ら
explained it. He
順位に応
explained
じ
it.
たパワーアップデスマッチの場合スタート地点に入った人同士でバトルします。もちろんバトル寄りの性能にしていた人がいる。飛行系のマシンは普段自由度が高いですが耐久性は低いので
Okay, so now this is like you're giving us like the drag. You're giving us like the racing minigame and the Coliseum ones. You're giving us those in the middle of the thing. That's fucking great.
壊れません。耐久力は回復しフィールド探索再開です。こちらも報酬パワーアップをもらえるのでほとんど結果を出せなくとも参加した方が有利かと思います。多分
Kaboom.
ボスが出現するイベントもあります。
Krakow.
例えばクラックダイナブレードも前作から続けて登場です。
Motherfucking Dyna Blade, let's go! Field event. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da. The meteors, I remember those, yeah. Ah, the secret rooms. God, that is so broken. Huge unidentified. A lot of these are classics. A lot of these are classics, man. What are the benefits of gigantic items? Portal. Okay, that is interesting.
ところでパワーアップはあるだけ取れば良いというわけではありません。競技種によっては操作しにくくならない程度に抑えた方が良い場合もあるので、マシンと
How would you know though? Because if I remember, City Trial, you most of the time, unless you got a hint, if you got a hint, then you wouldn't be able to. Unless you got a hint from the automated system, you wouldn't know what race was coming.
5分の制限時間がやってきます。そして仕上がったマシンの性能を確認しつつ
God, a lot of this music is a throwback.
めちゃくちゃ速い。飛行なら負けない。バトルでダントツ。小回り重視など仕上がったマシンの特性をよく見ておきましょう。
God, this is just a good time, man. Stadiums.
5分のフィールド戦の後、決戦の舞台スタジアムを
The winner is decided. God, this is amazing. Melee! Dun, dun, dun. God, God, I'm having such a nostalgia hit right now. Okay, this is what I remember. I would make stupidly broken wheelie scooter builds for Air Glider. I remember that. That's so dumb. Oh God, it looks like at least it's still doable, but I don't see no wheelie scooter. So that kind of makes me kind of sad. Hit the hundo! Yeah! So yeah, they just took this mode and said, hey, it can happen during the game now. Dive, dive, dive! Okay, I think this is new. I don't remember this. Gourmet, hey, gourmet race! Classic. Not from Area Ride, but it's still a classic. It's a Superstar classic. Beef Wellington?
はあ、いろんな競技種があるんですね。もちろん育てたマシンに
So yeah, they pretty much did what they expected them to do. They removed top right altogether, I
多
think.
くの中からランダムで選ばれます。まず16人参加ということは1位になる可能性は16分の1しかないということになり
1 in
ますね。
16.
中には100人で対戦をするようなゲームもあるので、
Got a shot at
気にしない
Fortnite?
でいいのかもしれないけれど、あんまり勝ち目がないのも厳しい。それにせっかく育てたマシンがスタジアムのランダムによって勝ち目が一切ないというのも、
I love how he gets
そ
like
の
pensive
いい加
in
減
these.
さが面白さかな。アバウトで適当だ
I
から
love when he
こ
does
その良
that.
さもあります。まあしかしどんなマシンでもある程度奮戦できそうな手を考えました。
Any machine can compete. What'd you do? What'd you do?
スタジアム種をランダムで出てくる4つの中から選べるようにしました。
Okay, so now there's still mystery, but like you can still kind of skew it to like what you ended up
スタジアム
building.
の傾向
So
は
that's pretty
ばら
good.
つくようにしています。成長結果などによりおすすめマークがついているの
See,
で、
that's good.
迷ったら
I
ここに
like
入りま
that.
しょう
I like that. That's a good
16人の
QOL.
参加者は同じく提示された4つのスタジアムのどこかに入ることになりますが、どこに誰が入ったの
That's a
か
good
はスタ
QOL.
ートする
I
ま
like
で
it.
分からず、ここから駆け引きが始まっています。自分が飛行型マシンだからと飛行系競技を選ぶのも手ですが、誰かがより突出した飛行マシンを完成させていたと見たら、対戦を避けてスピード系や障害物系に行くのもありですね。
Okay, so oh yeah, this
その裏を
is
書いて、突
this
出
man
した
thought of
飛行マシ
everything.
ンが飛行競技ではなくスピード競技に入るのもありです。なるほど。これは面白いですね。
mind games.
で
You
は
love it.
シティトライアルを CP 相手にワンプレイしてみましょう。CP を11人で 12人戦で試してみます。
Okay, 12-player battle. Let's see how he does.
毎回展開がコロコロ変わるので取れ高が高いものになるという
Okay, so
ので
like
すけれど
it's
も
as we're watching it, you kind of understand. Okay, this is why it had to be 45 minutes. It's starting to like
はい
click
始
in.
めます。最初のライトスターは弱いのでよく見て近くのマシンに乗り換えを行う必要がありますね。
Wing it.
それ乗り換えは簡単で Y ボタンをポンと押すだけで
I like the announcer that like says when you what power up you get because it gives me vibes of the anime of Kirby right back at you. When Kaboo would go Warp Star, it gives me that vibe.
それを破壊して中身を得るというのがいいですね。こう野良で落ちてるような
Oh
ものも見つけつつ
god, good city trial goodness, man.
イベントが起こるんですけど今空を飛びやすくなっ
I
た
love how like they didn't like have to modify the music much. Like it's still the classic tunes, but because again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Maybe a little bit spruced up, but like it still sound, you know the
海
sound.
とか見てみましょうかね。空飛びやすくなってるのなんだけど、地下の氷がある
Okay, this guy really knows his
浮い
strats.
てしまうなかなか浮いてしまうのまあまあ邪魔な時ありますけど良いことも悪いことも起こるのがイベントなのでそしてこれはゴルボール投げるとボン
Oh, you don't get to throw 3 with him anymore. That's that's sad.
こういうところ通るとスカイアが空を浮く島ということがよくわかりますね。ついでに
This guy, you know, this guy's been working on this for a minute because he's got his own way of like,
紹介しておきますけれども
you know, like surveying his surroundings and things like that. It's like really, he's got his methodology dialed in. You can see it.
赤い線になって途中下車ができるというような要素もあります。おレアコンテナ
Oh, rare boxes. Okay.
降りてる間にデスマッチが始まってしまった。ウィングスターだとめちゃくちゃ不利だからここはワゴンスターに乗り換えておきますね。
So yeah, there's perks to getting into the battle, into the dust up early.
そしてデスマッ
Like,
チ
look
は
at that. You ain't gotta do shit. It just gives you stuff.
戦い合うわけですけれども相手を倒した時の報酬と、自分の順位による報酬の2つがあります。まあだからとにかく
スペシャル
相手をよく倒した方がいいし1人目
I wonder if if you get defeated in that mode, do you lose your vehicle?
この落ちているアイテムなんかを駆使してなんとか頑張って
Or do you just get thrown out? Like,
2人目
alright, like, do you get thrown out of the battle, you get to keep your vehicle?
お3人目
I see some flaming wings. I don't know what those are about.
儲かりすぎではとどめ
Oh, that's beautiful.
ちょっと強いんじゃないの
Look at that shit. Come on, man. That's beautiful.
儲かったおかげで
Mans, all I had to do was one race. All he had to do was one dust up, and Mans is powered up for life.
そうだなここでウィングスターにまた乗り換え
So far, I'm noticing he's not losing power-ups for switching either.
これだいぶ
So maybe they did away with that.
遠くに飛びますね
I think maybe the perks might be on a character level. And then, like, the machine itself is like a modifier, right? Like, I feel like that might be how the system approaches it. I could be wrong, though.
だいぶ上に何かぶつかったけれどとりあえず今のは気にしないでおく
You hit the skybox.
さてそろそろ時間も少なくなったので身の振り方を考えなければいけないです、身の振り
So
方
he's got a
というのは
minute
どういう
left.
スタジアムが出てくることを想定してどういうマシンに乗るかってことですね
Gordo drop.
これはゴルドーが降ってきた
This man has no fear. He's seen it all.
自分は飛べるからねみんな頑張って
My man just said, nope, I'm off the map. Fuck you. He said, no, I'm off the map. Everyone's dead. Everybody
なんでし
dies.
ょうね空飛ぶ島がこんなたくさんのトゲトゲウニウニに支配されるっていうゲームってあんまない
He
で
just
す
said, nope, I'm out.
あ、そうだ一つ触れておくとこれもちょっと今スペシャル使っちゃいましたけど
Unleashing a special so he wouldn't run into it.
降りられるけどアイテムはその時拾えないですねだから降ろされたりとか 降りたりしたらすぐに、マシンを乗り換えたりする方がいいと思います。
Should have swerved and grabbed the tank.
そして身の振り方は決まりました。もう今回は飛行能力が高いから飛行
You know, I already see a build forming in my head. Tank star, high weight, high offense.
あと5秒ぐらい
Like also defense, but like not a big priority because I feel like the defensive stats for the tank are going to be pretty solid. I think.
音楽もぴったりと決まるという。
See, look at that. Look at the numbers, man.
飛行13
Look at the numbers, and he got most of that from doing the dust up. So there's a point.
重たさも
Like you want to get into the events early. You want to get in to get the
少しずつ上がって
freebies.
きてだから何でもいけるな。何でもいける中でこういうのが出てきましたけど、やっぱり
See, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
準ずるべきかなというわけで。
Target flight. I don't know why he was hyping it up. Like, dude, like you're playing on CPUs. They're not gonna
2
vote.
回のチャレンジで、より高い得点を取った人が勝ちというルールで
Get
す。
the door.
ここを狙う
Hey, there it is.
よしよし。見ての通り100にはシャッターがついていまして、そのシャッターのタイミングによっては全然狙っても取れないということがあるので、注意が必要ですね。
Beautiful.
他の人たちの様子を見てみようかしら。いや、いいよ。
He thought about it. He thought about it.
もちろん先に取られ
Boom!
まずいねこのタイミング。
Holy, that
あ
angle.
危ない
The angle he left that in.
裏切りだった。
You left that in a horrible angle.
そして下の方カービィが
God damn.
してますね。
I do like that it does show you where the machine did land.
はい、1、2。
He on
は
that
い
king
お疲れ
shit.
様でした。
Sakurai on that king
マ
shit.
クルジョーが、ライトスターに乗ってますね。これは、スタジアムに入る前にマシンが壊されてたりなかったりするとライトスターに戻されちゃう。
I do like that they clarify a lot of the points because, like, at some point I was asking, what will happen if you go in without a machine? Okay, he just
シテ
stated
ィトライアル
they'll give you one. So he does come back around to answer some nagging
ところで
questions.
アイテムについての新要素。
New item.
アイテムは新しいものを拾うと上書きされますが、使用中のものを一つだけ取っておくことができます。
Oh, that's cool. Reserve
は毎回使い切りでストックできませんが、アイテムはストックに入り、空きが出たら自動的に戻ってきます。
Very nice.
ただし、使いかけの状態で戻る。
I was not a fan of having to like hold on to my
使って
items
いたら
because you had to like hold on to them until you could use them and then you could lose them. So this is actually nice.
ストックされずに消滅します。スタジアムについて。たまにスタジアムが16人全員で一つに統一される。
Okay, so there still are instances where it's automatically
前
chosen.
作と同じルールということになりますが、この場合スタジアム選択はなしです。コース開始前に予告がある場合と、いきなり全員一緒になる場合があります。
Yeah, sometimes won't even tell
予
you.
告がある場合、そのスタジアムに有利そうなマシンはみんな欲しがりますから、それも駆け引き。フィールドに
This he
アイテムの予
literally
言の書やアナウンスでスタジアム種を教えてくれることもありますが、アナウンスはたまに偽情
Interesting.
報を混ぜてくるから、
Oh,
なお
fault.
今回は
Don't do
よ
that.
ーく見ると偽情報を見破れる。
You might be able to spot.
なお一つのスタジアムには
Okay, that's
8人まで
funny.
入場できます。
That's funny. It's not
人数
cruel,
が
but
集中
it's
して
funny.
同じスタジアムに8人以上が入ると自動的に2組に仕分けられます。そこで疑問が、たまたま1人だけのスタジアムになったらどうなるのでしょう。
You automatically win.
新たに敵はいなかった。大勝利です。一応その後、その時のライバルたちの性能を持った CP と遊ぶこともできます。これに勝っても負けても優勝になりますけれども、
That's
オンラインで
that's great.
誰かと遊んでいる場合、自身が終わったらさっさと次のセッションにつなぐのはエアライドと同じ
Okay,
です
so when you're playing, so you can play these online. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Look at that.
参加人数が少ない時の対戦時は投票によってスタジアムを抽選することもできます。
Tilt to vote. All righter.
前作同様完全ランダムにもできますのでルールをいじってみてください。スタジアムは
I don't like that like an online was not acknowledged as much, but at least it was acknowledged. They know what this is
ファ
about.
ンに長年愛されたシティトライアル、ここに来て新作を遊べるようになりました。令和ですけど、ぜひお楽しみください。
So yeah, ultimately, Top Ride got axed because nobody played Top Ride. Nobody likes Top Ride. Well, I don't want to say they don't like it. They just didn't care for it because Top Ride was just kind of there. There's really no point to it. It was either Air Ride or City Trial, and they realized that, which is good. You know, keep the extra space. Keep the extra space.
いくつかのコースの曲とともに任天堂ミュージックでこの後すぐに公開されますので、
Ooh, it'll be on Nintendo Music. Nice. In closing, fuck you. No, I'm kidding.
レースゲームではないことは伝わりましたでしょうか。
This is just a humorous racing game.
20年以上前のものですが、古さを感じさせず斬新な、しかも他のゲームでは楽しめない遊びがあると思います。今回の番組はこれで区切りですが、紹介しきれていないことがまだまだあります。いずれさらに魅力を伝えたいと思いますので、ご期待いただければと思います。それでは。
Arigato gozaimasu. Hey. Sizzle! Ah, man. You love to see it. You love to see it. Huh? Oh, Oh. What is happening? Who are you? Who are you? Who this motherfucker? Should I recognize him? I don't recognize him. Oh, November 20th. God damn, there's your Christmas release right there. That's your Christmas game right there. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Who the fuck was that guy? Is it I don't recognize him. He's not from any Kirby game I've ever played. I do not recognize the look, but he looks like a fucking badass, and I'd love to know who the fuck he is. Who is he? Who is it? Who is it? What is the code? The code is... Sorry, taking a quick swig. Some iced tea to start the day. Okay, so I think it's safe to say, watching it now, I understand why it was 45 minutes. Because when it and this was like a big thing when Sakurai was still doing his YouTube videos. I don't want to say he rambles, because that's not what he does. No, but he likes explaining stuff, right? Like he's sitting down to you and talking to you like a person, right? He's talking to you. Excuse me. He's talking to you like a person. And I'm checking here. Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza was 20 minutes. This was 45. But like, yeah. So Sakurai likes to talk to the viewer like like they're actually in the room. That's Sakurai's whole thing. Like he tries to always make it feel like a one-on-one with the viewer, right? He's talking to you about these things, right? Even though he has to present it more like he's talking to a general audience, the way he talks, it's like he thinks of the camera as a person, and he's talking to the person. So in like a regular conversation like this, even though it's showing us footage and stuff like that, the way it's framed, like he's genuinely talking to someone, having a conversation. That's why the video, I feel like, is longer than that. Not to mention that like what they showed was, while a lot of it was like a fresh, like I mentioned, it's a fresh coat of paint, but you didn't fuck up the formula too bad, right? The formula is there. There was some nice little quality of life additions, not to mention like, you know, a little bit of, in the interest of fairness, because now there's like more depth to the characters, because now all the characters can like copy abilities and stuff. And then on top of that, um, like now there's more events and stuff coming to City Trial. Like this feels more of a labor of love than the original Air Ride was. Remember, the original Air Ride was made in less than a year. It was I I don't know what the reason for that was. I know it was done in less than a year. The original Kirby Air Ride took less than a year to make, and it was there, right? It was thrown out, and I remember. I don't know if it was to make a quota or to turn a quick buck. I don't remember what the story is behind it, but it was made in less than a year and put out on the GameCube, right? And it existed, and at first it didn't turn a profit, but as the years go along, more people found it, fell in love with it. That's why there's like a big nostalgia factor to it. That's the big reason as to why a lot of people love Kirby Air Ride. So because they found it late in life and they loved it. And with good reason, because Kirby Air Ride was just a simple game, a simple concept, and people gravitated to the concept because the game had the one thing that every good game should have: replayability. And that's what kind of made Kirby Air Ride specifically, and he even said it himself here, the city trial mode was because it was always unexpected that even if you got the same events over and over again, it could still have varying effects. And ultimately no cart build, no star build, no machine build was you're never going to have the same machine build twice in a city trial because the way it's set up, it was literally everything was randomly generated, the events were randomly generated, the boxes, the machines, all of it. So it didn't matter what you were playing as, or what machine you had, or what stats you picked up, you were never going to have the same build twice, even if it varied by just a little bit. So it was always different. It was always different when you played City Trial, and that right there is the big thing: replayability. A lot of people, came in. Either you played Air Ride or you played City Trial, and more often than not, maybe if I had to guess, 75-80% of people were coming in for City Trial because City Trial, that's the one thing that you ask any Kirby Air Ride fan about. City Trial. Air Ride might come up once in a while. No one ever talks about Top Ride. City Trial, 100%, 1,000%. People loved City Trial. So the fact that they're doubling down on it, but know for a fact they couldn't truly do away with the original races because, again, that's literally the whole point. Kirby Air Ride was literally the whole point was the racing, but the city trial added something new to it, which is what people gravitated towards. But you got to have the racing, and then on top of that, you also got to have the city trial. So when they realize, hey, no one gives a fuck about Top Ride. Take that out of there. That's more space for us to add courses and more bullshit in more random bullshit in City Trial. They realized that, remove that, then they added all the new stuff. Like you could have like you give people like special moves now. Everyone has their own. Everyone has special moves. They can. Everyone has copy abilities. Everyone has their own abilities and shit. We've got new characters coming in. City Trial, the map is bigger. We have more events that happen during the map. We have more stadiums after the map. Like, this is, for all intensive purposes, like I said at the start, what Kirby Air Riders should be. It just needs to take the formula of Kirby Air Ride, trim the fat, keep the formula the same, a little bit of quality of life here and there, a little bit of extra additions like new characters, new stadiums, new maps. Literally, they did that, which is why I think this game is going to pop the fuck off. Not to mention the online looks pretty solid. Obviously, your mileage may vary depending on your internet connection. But the fact that now we have Air Ride and City Trial with full online capability, that's going to keep people playing for the long haul. People are going to be playing this mode for the longest time. Because again, replayability. This game predicts itself, preaches itself, carries itself on replayability. That is the whole point of the Kirby Air Ride franchise. Replayability. And I believe that they've got it here in spades because the original game was replayable enough. You just added a new coat of paint, kept all the functionality, trimmed the fat, as I said, trimmed the fat, new characters, new stuff. You added all the stuff. You made the game basically. If I had to guess, this is what they wanted to do with the original Air Ride, but now they had time because remember the original game took less than a year. This had more love, more time in the oven. This had more things to do. So as a result, I do believe that we are getting the best version of Kirby Air Ride, and it's called Kirby Air Riders. So yeah, November 20th. November 20th is when the game is scheduled to come out, and I don't know if I'm copping it day one, but I do know for a fact it's definitely going into my library at some point. Because again, I will never say no to a game that makes me, want to play it up again and again. Like, because I'm very much in this mindset in my age. I'm 38 years old now. When I play a game, I want to pick up a game that I don't have to time sink into. Like a game that I can just boot up, play a few matches, and call it a day. Like that's my attention span now with video games. So Kirby Air Riders, I think, is going to scratch that itch because again, you can boot in, play maybe like two or three city trial sessions, and then all right, move on to the next thing, right? Like, and I don't mean that like as a detriment to Kirby Air Ride. I mean like that's perfect because again, I don't have that kind of attention span anymore. So for me, getting in, just playing a few games and then going on like that's perfect. And then when I have a little bit of downtime, you pick up the game again, you play a few more matches, and you go on a day. So this I feel like is going to be a great game for those of us, who don't have the time to time sync, right? A lot of people are going to go into this game and fucking find a meta. They're going to grind until they find a meta, stick with that meta, go with it because unfortunately people are too fucking dedicated to metas these days. I don't know why. You can't just fucking play things by ear. There has to be a meta. No. I can go into this without having to pay attention to that, and I don't have to form no meta. I just go in, get deal with what the game throws at me, and then try to make a win out of it. And I think to me that is the greatest victory that I can possibly pull from this is that this game rewards you for playing the way you want to play. And to me, any game that rewards that is worth having in your library, right? I enjoy Donkey Kong Bonanza because it lets me play it the way I want to play it, right? Which is just going around punching shit like a fucking moron and maybe stumble over a banana once or twice. But yeah, but Kirby Air Ride, and I feel like we're in this weird area right now. Not a bad weird, like a good weird, where like Nintendo knows that it's about letting us play the way we want to play, and they're giving us things we want. And I can't explain why. I feel like they kind of know, right, that like Nintendo's reputation's kind of in the shitter the past few years, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do right by the fans now because unfortunately they don't have a lot of goodwill, so they realize, okay, give them what they want, build up that goodwill again because we need it right now. So to me, this is just it's a good game. It just looks like a stellar game across the board, and it's fucking Sakurai helming it. Who's again Sakurai loves what he does. There's a reason why the man ain't retired yet, despite the fact that like, he's kind of tired. He don't want to do Smash no more, but yet he's still out here giving us goaded. He's still out here giving us based. He's still out here giving us peak. The man loves what he does. And it shows in every game he's ever worked on. When he did Kid Icarus Uprising, the love for that could be shown in there. Every Smash installment he's ever given us, the love is there. And now Kirby Air Riders, the man loves what he does. The man loves what he does. And he gives it to us in every game. And you can tell here, this is why, again, going back to the length of the video, this is why this was a 45-minute video. Because, again, he loves what he does, and he loves kind of like showing us his hyperfixation in these videos. So that's why these videos, when he's like showing us a new game, it's a sit down interview with us. And he's telling us the new aspects of the game as if we asked questions. So to me, this feels more like a more personal direct because he's talking to us. He's telling us, here's what's coming in the game, here's the stuff, and he even acknowledges what the fans wanted. Like we know, he said like City Trial, which I'm sure a lot of Kirby Air Ride fans are looking forward to, or this thing that we know a lot of fans had issues with, we've changed it like that. Like that's how he operates. He speaks to us on a human level and he makes games that he knows we will love because he loves them. He's put in the time and effort to make them and play them. He loves what he does. So I have no doubt that this game is going to be amazing. Now, he tried to do a lot of brawl smash reveal stuff, like a smash style reveals. I don't know if that works for the Kirby franchise. I don't know if that works. Now, don't get me wrong, Kirby is an easy franchise to follow. But as you saw with that dude at the end, that tease at the end, no idea who that is. None. So I feel like unless you've truly played every Kirby game, you're gonna miss out on a lot of references. So I maybe that guy's from Forgotten Land. I haven't played Forgotten Land, so I don't know. But yeah, but like me personally, it's just gonna be like, okay, there's gonna be a lot of pulls that I recognize and some that are gonna fly over my head. Because I feel like at that point you're kind of like locked into Kirby. At least with Smash, there's shock. So I don't feel like he needs to do the Smash type reveals. I don't think he needs to do that. But if he wants to do it, more power to him because this is for the Kirby hardcores, baby. That's what it's about. It's about the Kirby hardcores. That's what those reveals are for. But overall, like the whole package, Air Ride and City Trial, and showing us everything. As I said before, he kept it simple. He didn't break what didn't need fixing. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. They just added a lot of bells and whistles, a new coat of paint, tuned up a lot of places, a lot of quality of life improvements were added. The game's gonna be great. A lot of nostalgia heads are gonna get in, and it's gonna be exactly how they remember it. A lot of new players are gonna come in, and that replayability loop's gonna get them stuck in there for a hot minute. That game, while I don't think it's going to win any Game of the Year nominations, it's definitely going to be a must have in people's libraries. Because I truly believe that this game is going to be the time waster, right? Like, this is going to be the game that either you time sync it or it's a game that you pick up just to play for a few minutes just to, like, kill some time. But I mean that in the best way possible because, again, you're going to want to play this game. And in some cases, the 15 minutes you needed to kill really quick could turn into maybe like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, right? It's one of those games, and I welcome it. I welcome it fully. All right, so that's going to do it for the stream, guys. I don't want to make a trend of doing this again because goddamn, I wish Nintendo would just push these out later. I really do because man, I am tired. I am tired. I want to take a nap, but I have a doctor's appointment at like 2:40, and I cannot risk sleeping through that because your boy ain't seen a doctor in several years. I got to make sure your boy's physical goes through great, so I'm gonna have to try to stay awake for the next couple hours. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live react. I will see you all on Thursday on Twitch for Fallout London as we continue to play through that game. I hope you guys will come through and continue to enjoy the playthrough. Until then, I'm getting the hell out of here. We're not If you're on Twitch, don't worry about a raid. We're not raiding. If you're on YouTube, don't worry about it. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this live react to the Kirby Air Riders Direct. I will see y'all on Thursday on Twitch for Fallout London. Until then, I love you. You're valid. And remember, the future is in your hands. You have the power. Seize it. Until then, I will see y'all next time. It's been your boy, Call Sign Henshi, coming to you live from the year 2285. And I will see you all next time. Peace.